Hi kiddos, it's Miss Kelly again. Happy Thursday. We're reading a book called Dog versus Cat. Woo-hoo. Alright, here we go. I think it's a little bit of a longer one, so that's cool. Okay. One day, a man named Mr. Button went to the animal shelter to pick out a friendly-looking dog. Then he brought the dog home. Look how happy he is. Across town on that very same day, Mrs. Button went to a pet store and bought a smart-looking cat. He's saying, "Are we there yet?" Then she brought the cat home. He looks grouchy. However, the Buttons had only one room for their pets. They would have to share. This could have been a dangerous situation, but dog and cat wanted to be very grown up. He says, "Hello," and the cat says, "Greetings." It's just another way to say hi. And so dog and cat moved in together. Roomies. Dog quickly arranged one side of the room. So here's the dog side. It's all messy. His bed's not made. He's got food and everything all over the ground. And then the cat did the same with the other side. And look at, his is all pretty, and clean, and organized. You think that's going to cause a problem? Probably. Dog gave Cat a warm greeting, but Cat didn't like showers. So the doggy is giving the cat all kinds of licks, but the cat does not like that. And the dog showed Cat how to chase a tail. And the cat saying, "You've got to be kidding me." The cat offered a dog a mouse-warming present. There's some mice in there. So if you're talking about one mouse, it's a mouse. If you're talking about more than one mouse, it's called mice. It's like plural for mouse, so it means more than one mouse. Cat showed dog how to curl up with a good book. And their habits were very different. Dog liked to keep in touch with friends all day long, and Cat liked to play games all night long. So he likes to be awake during the day, the dog, and the cat likes to sleep. And the dog likes to go to sleep at nighttime, like you're supposed to, right? And the cat likes to stay awake. You guys should all be going to sleep at nighttime for your mommies and your daddies. There were more problems, and dog was always sniffing everything. And cat would claw anything that moved. Dog saying, "Ow!" Cat's hurting him. Ow! And then there was the litter box issue. So kitty cats, if you don't have a cat, you wouldn't know this, but doggies go outside to go potty, and kitty cats go on this thing, it's called a litter box. And this is where they go potty. I don't have a cat, so I don't really know how that works, but that is what I know so far. And then there was the litter box. So the doggy saying, "Why can't you just go outside like regular pets?" And the cat saying, "I have indoor privileges." It means he can do stuff inside that the doggy can't do. That was when they decided to mark their territories. Oh boy. So, but neither dog or cat was satisfied. One of them had to go. So they're not happy sharing rooms. They're upset. It's hard to share a room. Cat knew that dog had a very good nose, so Cat made sure to maintain horrible garlic breath. And dog rubbed some party balloons on the rug and stuck them to Cat. Cat popped them with sharp claws, nearly giving dog a heart attack. Cat filled dog's water bowl with hairballs. Ew. Dog poured the water over Cat's head during nap time. It was too much to take. So now they're just being mean to each other. And that's not kind. Dragonflies aren't mean to each other, are we? Each pet was determined to get the other in trouble. Cat used a silent dog whistle to make dog howl in the middle of the night. And Dog spread catnip over Mrs. Button's nice pillows so that Cat would go crazy. That was when the Buttons gave Dog and Cat a time out. Uh-oh. Since they could agree on nothing else, Dog and Cat decided to build a wall to separate their room. She said, "You missed a spot." He said, "No, I didn't." So they're just arguing. After they were finished, the room became very quiet. Too quiet. Soon, Dog began to remember all the good times they'd had together, and Cat began to remember all the fun times too. See, they had fun. So now they're starting to remember, oh, I did like him. They began to miss each other. So now she's sending a note, like an airplane. So Cat sent over a peace offering, and Dog replied. He sent it back. They each set out to solve the problem in different ways. So she opened the door, and he was going to blow the door up to get to each other. So now they want to be buddies again. Then one day, Dog and Cat heard a strange howling outside their door. Another pet? They could not believe that Mr. and Mrs. Button would wish for a pet any better than Dog or Cat. What could it be? Dog hoped it wasn't a porcupine, and Cat hoped it wasn't an elephant. Who would get a porcupine and an elephant for their pets? That's just silly. Dog and Cat were afraid. They agreed that something had to be done to keep the creature out of their room. Oh my goodness, what are they going to do? Cat drew up plans to block the door. Dog tore down their wall and used the pieces. But they forgot that the door opened into the hallway. Then Mr. and Mrs. Button brought in the cage. Oh man, what do you think it is? What? It's a baby. That's not a pet. It was the most terrifying creature Dog and Cat had ever seen. And it had moved into their bedroom. So now they're sharing with the brand new baby. Some of you guys have a brand new baby. The creature never seemed to stop screeching, and it certainly couldn't use a litter box. Stinky! So Dog and Cat decided to move out. They've had enough. They're done with this nonsense. But they knew of only one other available room. So look, it looks like she's trying to read the cat's diary and eat the dog's bone. Gross. This is the only other room out in the yard, and they're like, oh, I don't really want to go there. And they're trying to figure it out. I'm sorry, but all I'm hearing is a bunch of meows, because she's trying to figure out, how can we make this our house? Cat drew up the plans, and Dog hammered nails and lifted the heavy things. Oh man, look at their pretty new house. And when they were done, they shared a pitcher of cold lemonade. It's a beautiful house. Oh, baby's finding its way in. Sneaky baby. Sneaky McSneakerson. And the cat and the dog are sitting there, and it says, what is that? It's dog doo-doo. And it says, I have outdoor privileges. It's kind of gross. The end. So there's our book. It's kind of a silly book today.
That is a non-fiction book?
It's a fiction book.
I mean a fiction book.
That's right. So fiction means it's pretend.
Yeah.
And non-fiction means it's real. That's right. Little note from Anthony. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock for our Zoom, so you can all see each other, and I can see you. I can't wait. And Miss Scylla and Miss Erica can see you. They're so excited.
Again, I can see you, Brock.
All right, love you guys. Mwah.